Hey guys, it's Dr. Katie, and I want to talk a little bit about sleep and how to get quality sleep. So the average adult should get at minimum 7 hours of sleep per night. When we are asleep, our body can do certain processes that it can't do while we're awake. Our body heals when we're asleep, and our brain can get rid of all the junk that it's had to process through the day. So if we're spending at least 7 hours asleep, we need to think about some things. First would be positioning. So I'm going to start by saying, if you are a stomach sleeper, try to stop. When you are in that position, you're putting a lot of stress on your spine. So the curves of the low back are being stretched and straightened. Your head is having to turn, so you're putting pressure on the muscles. So the muscles are tightening up. You're putting pressure on the nerves and pressure on the vessels in the neck running up to the brain. So it's just an overall not a good position to be in. You're putting a lot of stress on your body. So if you do sleep in that position, here are two others that I want you to try. Okay, so the best position is on your back. So when you're on your back, you want to make sure that you are resting on the correct kind of pillow. So you don't want your head to be pushed too far forward. You want to make sure that the curve in your neck is supported. So you want to find a pillow that helps you maintain that curve. You can also, when you're on your back, if you have low back issues, put a pillow under your knees, and that will help to put a little bend in the knee, which will take some pressure off of that low back. So the muscles can relax and you don't have any tension, because when you straighten the legs, that puts pressure in the low back area. If you are a side sleeper, you want to consider your positioning. So you want to try to maintain a straight line. You don't want to let your head fall forward. You don't want your head to fall too much to the side. You don't want it to be pushed up. So if you're sleeping on your side, you want the area here to be filled in with the pillow. So you want to maintain that openness of the neck. Another thing to be aware of, besides the pillow positioning, is if you have low back pain, you can put a pillow between the knees. And what that does is that will help hold that space open so your hips can sit more neutral, your pelvis can sit neutral, and you don't have that twisting where the low back is pulled, and while you're sleeping, everything tightens up. You also want to be aware when you're on your side that you're maintaining an upright position. You don't want to pull too far forward like this. If you catch yourself where you're sleeping twisted as well, you can try putting a pillow, like a body pillow, to hold that position where you can't round forward too much. What we're trying to do is stay as neutral as we can without putting a bunch of tension in the spine while you're sleeping. So when you wake up, your muscles aren't already aggravated because they've been tight and pulling. You aren't putting tension on the spine that can translate to issues later on. A lot of times we get asked about mattresses, and it's hard to say particular mattress over the other. What you're looking for is one that suits you. So you don't want it too hard, you don't want it too soft. When you're on your back, you want to kind of maintain the curves. So you want it to be soft enough to where there's some support. You don't want it to be too hard where you're flattening out, but you don't want it to be too soft where you are flattening into the bed and kind of not maintaining the shape or the curves of your spine. So it's kind of a Goldilocks situation. You've got to find the one that fits you best. Another thing to think about is your routine before bed. If you want a good night's sleep, there's several things that people can agree on that are good habits to get into. So you want to kind of maintain the same bedtime every day. You don't want to go to bed at 9 o'clock one night, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You kind of want to maintain the same space for sleep every night. We want to shut off electronics an hour before bed. So phones, tablets, computers, all of that blue light coming at your face is not good for your body, the processes that it needs to get into that restful sleep. You can read a book, just kind of relax, hang out. TV's okay, but you just don't want that blue screen right in your face right before bed. You don't want to work out too soon to bedtime. You don't want to eat too soon to bedtime. Another thing that you can try is being around the sunset And that helps set some rhythms within the body. When you are seeing the sun going down, chemicals start being released in the body that help you get ready for bed and get you into that frame or state where you can go to sleep. And another thing that you can try are always supplements. So one good supplement that we've all heard of, I'm sure, is melatonin. That is a natural supplement that is in your body already, a natural substance. So sometimes we need a little bit extra, especially if we are not able to be out in the sun in the morning through the day and into the evening, which naturally helps your body produce the amounts of melatonin that you need. So you can take that supplement before bed. There's lots on the market. They're good for kind of getting you to sleep quickly and helping you stay in that sleep state for a while, a couple hours. Another supplement that you can try would be CBD oil. It is not necessarily in the same arena as melatonin for sleep, but it has effect on anxiety. So the thought is, if you can shut off the anxious thoughts, then your body can reach that state where you can get into a sleep state. And then another one would be ashwagandha, which is another product that a lot of people have started taking. Again, it is not necessarily for sleep, although they have done some studies that say it can aid in sleep. It's mainly for the anxiety so it helps your body maintain homeostasis, brings down the levels of anxiety, and so you don't have the constant thoughts in your head and you're able to go to sleep faster. As with any supplements, anything that you ingest, you do want to research if there are any contraindications to taking those. I know some of those, especially with pregnant and nursing mothers or people who have autoimmune issues already or are on other medications. So just kind of be vigilant, do some research before you start taking anything that you have never taken before. So there's just some things that we want to suggest that you might try. So just remember, we want to be aware of how we're sleeping, what position we're in. We want to be on the back or the side if we can, be aware of where your pillow is, and make sure that you're supporting your spine as much as you can. We want to stay in a routine. So, it's hard to catch up. If you're up one day and down one day, it's hard to catch up on your sleep. So maintaining a regular schedule is important. And then also there are always some supplements that can aid, that are natural, that can aid with your journey into quality sleep. So we hope that you guys have gotten some information that might help you have a better quality sleep so your body can rest and can fully heal and you can go on to live and do the things that you want to do. So hope you guys have a good day.